People come hear wetin dis our brother talk for dis video. He don come tell us say why people dey kpai for inside the northern part of Nigeria na because say the white people wan come take over the place and live there as their ancestral home. I no know how true dis one be o. E no end for there. E come talk say the reason why they dey give us an old president for inside the Africa side na because say make dey for hold a lot of debt so that we no fit pay am. From there they go dey eat from our table. Abeg go watch this video and share. Drop your own opinion for inside comment section. No forget to follow or subscribe to our YouTube channel. Now let us watch the video before we come back and continue. Stay tuned.
These people don't know the plan of the West. If you take a look at Jos, for instance, anytime I see the insecurity in Jos and why the people of Jos can never be at peace, it is not even because of religion. There is a deliberate attempt by conspiracy from the West to wipe out people from Jos and take over that place. The Western people want to come and settle in Nigeria the way they settled in South Africa. It is their dream. So the most friendly place that they can settle in the whole of West Africa that have a conducive weather condition for them to come and settle is Jos. So there won't be peace. There won't be peace in that place. And it might look funny to you. That city in South Africa that is being occupied by white people today, there was a time the black people living there never believed that white people could come and take over the whole of the city. That is how it always looks. You will never believe that people can be evacuated, but it can. It can. Evacuation is very, very gradual, and it will happen in the next 100 years, in the next 200 years, in the next 300 years. If they tell you that there were black people in Jos, you will not believe it. And those fools fighting, they thought they are fighting and retaliating over religion, but they will just come and wipe all of them out and claim it is terrorists, it is bandits, it is Boko Haram. Then further they will say they want to come and cry, they want to come and clean up the place, they want to come and do a resettlement. Before you know, that rebuilding is the taking over of that place. And I have an evidence of this. People are being displaced. Villages are being displaced. Which means if somebody is living, as I speak with you, people don't get village again. Some people there in Nigeria now, they don't get village. They don't get say, I won't go back to village. They don't get. If they come to a village, they see where they bury their forefathers, where their palace, everything burnt down. And the men killed and the rest of them scattered. So before one person go stay for an anti place for Lagos, another person go stay for different hang around where they don't go hang. What did they call them? IDPs. If they stay at IDPs, I bet you that village can never come back as that village again. So before you know, they will not do as if they have made peace for there and people should return. They will bring the new settlers that will take over that place. It means the history of that place has been deleted. And that is the plan. That is what is happening in Nigeria as I speak. And it is going to affect these old people who think they are wise at the end of the day. Except they wake up and be deliberate to sit on a round table with a white man face to face and tell them their demands in favor of our people. So, if there is any honest approach to use to solve this problem, is to first of all delete their handwriting, which is that signature they have upon us, that amalgamation they did, everything they did should be dissolved. Through what? Then we divide. We divide. We divide. Everybody go to your region and manage your region so that you do your fresh negotiation with any white people that want to come and do anything with your place. And funny enough, all the parts of Nigeria have abundance of mineral resources that can fund a new country. No, Igbo is not going to miss Hausa if Nigeria divide. Hausa is not going to miss Igbo. Yoruba, everybody get business prospect, middle belt. So why not we divide peacefully instead of staying together in chaos? The West will always prefer an old dying man to a young generation of Africa to lead us. Because the West will prefer a dumb. There are so many ailments that are associated with old age. Example is dementia. Apart from ailments, if somebody is getting old, the ability for their brain to process information as fast as possible is no longer there. That is why you see Tinubu talking, I will come. That slow processing of brain. In an era of rocket science, that is the global technology, the advancement into every aspect of life as we speak, Tinubu cannot comprehend it anymore. Do you understand? So if the Chinese are coming to a round table to negotiate loan agreement with a 40-year-old Nigerian, and they are coming on a round table to negotiate loan agreement with a 70-year-old acclaimed president who obviously is up to 90 or 100 years.
Yes.
You understand me?
Yes.
This thing is applicable to all African countries because they know that we have abundance of mineral resources in Africa. They are interested in these mineral resources in Africa, and they know that the only way they can get much more richer access to our mineral resources is to have a poor bargain, a poor negotiation on our loans. Why are we even taking loans from them? Loan. So why can't we come up with brilliant negotiation like that will favor technological advancement in our society? As I speak with you, if Tinubu tell you he does not know what is artificial intelligence, you will not blame him.
Yes.
So that old person is preferable to the West to lead us, to be at our forefront, so that whenever they come into our society to steal our resources, they will meet the old weak brain. Apart from their brain being dead, these people were the people who the mental slavery they brought got hold of more than our generation. Do you understand me? Because they are more closer to colonization than us. Because our generation is asking different critical questions. But this generation of Tinubu and the rest old dead presidents, their generation were not questioning. They were just dumb, dull, and dancing to the tunes. Yes. Now, apart from the fact that they want these old people, if you look at most of these African countries where their president used to rule them for 30 years, 70 years, where there is usually one old leader associated. If you look at the Minister of Justice, 90 years. If you look at the different positions allocated to old dead brain to pilot the affairs of a vibrant nation with mineral deposit, you cannot get a good result from that. And a country is not meant to be ruled at the mercy of their leader. So there is something I have come to notice in Nigeria. You know, before, when we take a look at Mugabe, we just this kind of nonsense cannot happen in Nigeria. That is what we used to say. And if you look at how they rule at old age, do whatever they like, and bring their children into the system, you can see that Nigeria is taking slow steps. If you look at the election that brought Tinubu, the APC primary election that brought Tinubu, almost all the presidential aspirants that defected for him are presently in government. I'm heading somewhere. Now, this shows you that they are still nursing their presidential ambition. Somebody like Wike is still nursing his presidential ambition. Somebody like Umahi, all of them have their presidential ambition kept in their heart while they are growing. So it shows you that there is high tendency of us to be having a 90 years old president in the future, because these people are not ready to leave the stage. Now, there is something they are doing to protect themselves and protect their presidential ambition, so that it cannot be a turn by turn and accommodate them. That thing is the ability to make sure that the government does not have any opposition. If you go to Mugabe, go to Paul Biya, go to all these other African countries that have decayed system we used to talk about, they don't have opposition. They don't have functional opposition. They make the INEC is their property, the police is their property, the military is their property, every sector of the government is their property. And if you look at the Nigeria of today, that is where we are headed. And we are almost there, because the ability to come out and defeat this system is no longer there. Do you understand? If you look at what the president said recently, the president said something and people did not weigh the significance of that statement. I will play the statement for you to hear.
Senate President, thank you. I will send you to the other side. To represent me, and that you can scatter them anywhere you are. They are confused.
Now, look at this statement. He said, Akpabio, he's talking to the Senate President, that I would have sent you into the camp of the opposition so that you represent me there. This man is an old man. He's just talking like an old man who is beginning to talk like a child. Otherwise, that is their secret. That is what he is doing. But he is saying it publicly because his brain, this is time he can see Sheyi and misunderstand for another child. Yes, that is how the brain, naturally, this has nothing to do with, this is nature. So he is disclosing their secret publicly in a funny manner, and Nigerians are busy laughing with him. He said, I will send you into their camp to represent me there and scatter them. And they were all laughing, which means from the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. He cannot just imagine that thing on that stage, which means that thing has been imagined. And it means, if you look at every sector of our society, you will see this present government taking a lead, scattering people, making sure that people cannot come together to function as people. Because democracy is the government of the people. Yes. Now, if people cannot exist as a people, there can never be democracy among them. So the target is to scatter people. That is that statement. So our president is telling us that. And the most painful thing I have come to see in the system is this government is making sure that state properties properties that belong to the federal government, and we are all citizens of Nigeria.
Will it for themselves?
Oppositions cannot get access to that government property. It is being regulated as their personal property. Very soon, they will make sure opposition parties cannot do their convention.
Yes.
Opposition party cannot hold their campaigns. Opposition party. Very soon, you will hear different local government chairman. I had one Moron from River State, LMA local government chairman. He said, before anybody can gather for political reasons, the local government, we have to give them permission.
Why?
Do you understand me? Now they can come up in different states and say, before any party can gather, they will give them permissions. Which means they can now regulate opposition party. And if you look at Cameroon and other African countries, when election is coming up, the old dying system that want to remain there forever, they will make sure that other political parties does not have the liberty to gather, to campaign, and to exercise their freedom of speech.
Right.
So with such system, you cannot defeat them. They can stay there for 100 years.
Yes, because
and that is what they are doing. So what they will do is, after taking the whole loaf of bread, they will scatter the crumbs for some rogues and idiots in the society. They will start praising them. And they don't care. They can stage different kinds of argument to defend these governments. That is where we are headed. And these old people, you know where? You know the funny thing? They are all still going to be the loser at the end. Because they think they will win. They don't know the plan of the West. This is the most important aspect of this conversation. Yes. These people don't know.
Okay, my wonderful people. Now you don't see a massacre they happen. Then what is the message? Men Nigeria youth to wake up. Let us decide our fate for inside this country. If not to divide them, now waiting be the solution. But if we keep quiet, they behave as if our social media is more important than the future of our children, our futures. That means a day will come when you will be doing what you don't want to do. So guys, share this video, drop your own opinion inside comment section, and make sure you follow this page for more updates.